Don't blink, it's your blink. Welcome to the part two of the more Dragon Ball that we did. Once again, I strongly recommend watching the part one because I'm not gonna do an intro for this video. I'm gonna do a small one. Long story short, Dragon Ball has such an impact in the world, and such an impact in anime because I had a complicated story when I was a kid with Dragon Ball. A complicated story. I didn't really give props to the mangaka, to the writer, which as an adult, not necessarily that I regret, but it is something I should have done way earlier. Should have done something that I have this channel where I speak so much about manga and anime, and I haven't basically speak about Dragon Ball, which was a father figure to a lot. So what I'm gonna do is I did a part one explaining what was my situation with Dragon Ball. I'm gonna do a full part video, and that's it today. So it's gonna be Future Trunks left. It's gonna be Vegeta. It's gonna be Piccolo. Today we're watching Piccolo. So why was Piccolo so important? Why was Piccolo so? These are my favorite characters. These are my top three characters. Why was Piccolo so important to me? You gonna watch the nature corn. Nice. Perfect. Okay, so Piccolo, and the way I'm gonna do the video is basically the chronological order that you're seeing it. So yes, I'm doing a Dragon Ball video. I'm doing a part two for four Dragon Ball videos, and I'm doing it at a time where I don't upload on social media because I got 3 strikes on TikTok. I want to save the channel. I want to maintain the channel alive. So I'm doing this video. It's very weird, but I want to push myself because I do less videos. So because I do less videos, I want to make them of more quality. So the part two is gonna be Piccolo. And then my top three, I would go Vegeta, Future Trunks. No, you know what? Future Trunks, Vegeta, Piccolo. So why am I doing Piccolo first? Well, technically speaking, Piccolo is a character that you start loving in Namek Saga. Future Trunks is gonna be in Cell Saga, and I believe Vegeta is gonna be in the Buu Saga. So Piccolo, why did I like Piccolo so much? Because you have to watch part one to understand. But as a kid, I didn't. I didn't even know Dragon Ball existed. I knew about Dragon Ball Z, but I didn't even know about Dragon Ball. And it is a long history that's said in part one where I didn't understand what they were saying. It was just a cool show to watch. It was just fun to watch. It was just a lot of action in the kid that wanted more action in his shows. And people don't necessarily give a lot of attention to Piccolo, and he deserves a lot because when you start listening to the story and you meet Piccolo is this cool character. Piccolo is this cool character that he's kind of like a bad guy, but you don't. So, mentality of a guy who only watches a ball, kind of the mentality of a bad guy you don't know why. They become best friend with Gohan, and you like the character. So, let's watch the whole history of Piccolo. So, the whole history of Piccolo is the Demon King Piccolo. So basically a Namekian that came to Earth. Now there's this really weird history with Namekian on Earth, right? The very first Namekian that came to Earth was Kami. Kami had kind of absorbed Piccolo in a weird way, and Kami was responsible for the Dragon Ball, which was a really great thing, which was the hope for humankind. Then you have the Demon King Piccolo, and then you like, why is Piccolo so mean, so evil, and Kami isn't? Then you realize that they were once part of each other. Then the very first one of the very first you kill, one of the very last you kill in Dragon Ball, you got Teen Goku who kills Piccolo. And then Piccolo lays another eggs, and that eggs become the Piccolo that we have right now. So you have these bad characters, and then you have and it's super cool. It's super cool because right away, I have to give props to Piccolo. Piccolo sends this energy in the very first episode of Dragon Ball Z. In the very first episode of Dragon Ball Z is we have a older Goku. He has a son now, which is Gohan. And there's a person that comes to the planet, which is Raditz, which is the beginning of the Saiyan saga. So this is happening on the very first episode. And we know that the two strongest people on Earth currently are possibly Goku and Piccolo. Now, Goku, right? When he see Raditz, like, holy shit, I have no chance of beating him. I have no fucking chance of beating him. And it takes Piccolo, it takes the bad guy Piccolo, it takes the Demon King Piccolo to realize, yo, Goku, I don't like you, dude. But if we're gonna be winning against Raditz, we're gonna have to work together. And the first thing that Goku does, like he wants to fight Raditz, and then he has the help of Piccolo. He has the help of every single Z fighter. So we're talking Piccolo, we're talking Chaozu, we're talking about Raditz, we're talking about sorry, talking about Tien, Yamcha. No, they put them in order. So we got Krillin, we got Yamcha, we got Chaozu, we got Tien, and that's pretty much it. So we got Piccolo, and Piccolo's like, yo, I need your help. And Goku never thought about Piccolo. So Piccolo was willing to put aside his difference with Goku to save the planet Earth. And technically, the reason why he wants to save the planet Earth is to conquer it later on, right? That's the whole point. So Goku's like, okay, Piccolo, you're gonna help me. And at the very end, Piccolo does this unmixable move. And I'm gonna be quite honest and say I'm not Goku's biggest fan. Do I think he's a good character? I do think he's a good character. Do I think he's interesting? I think he's pretty interesting. Do I think that he's a bit dumb? Yes. See, to me, Goku feels a lot like Luffy. Luffy has this moment that he is a complete badass, just like Goku. Luffy has this moment where he's a good captain, just like Goku. But most of the time, Luffy is fucking goofy, and we love Luffy for that. But if it wasn't for Luffy's Straw Hats, we wouldn't care about if it wasn't for the Straw Hats, a lot of people would be annoyed at Luffy for being so goofy. Now, Goku technically doesn't have the Straw Hats. Goku technically has a Z fighter, but even in the Saiyan saga, most of the Z fighter gets killed by Saiyamen, which are the weakest form of enemy in the whole of DBZ. In the entirety of DBZ, the Saiyamans are the weakest enemy they have. Possibly Frieza Force, but that's not precise. They don't say it. So, long story short, we got Piccolo, and Piccolo is like, yo, I have this move Goku. I can kill him. It's the only chance we have. But you have to hold him. You have to make sure that he doesn't move. So he charges Special Beam Cannon, right? And then Goku, once again, a fucking hero. Which is, it's funny because to me, Goku has two parts. The very first part of Goku is Goku. Is the fun guy, he's the goofy guy, he's the king, he's the Earth guy, and Goku is this lovable character. The main story is about Goku, right? And then there's a second character. This character is Kakarot. Kakarot is when Goku fights. Kakarot is when things get serious. Kakarot is when the Earth needs a hero. It's not Goku that saves the planet, it's Kakarot. Kakarot is the Saiyan mentality, the Saiyan race, the Saiyan bloodline, the Saiyan, I wouldn't say value, but this DNA of fighters is Kakarot. So Goku is like, yo, I have no choice. So what he does is he holds the arm of Raditz and he put himself behind it. And then he's like, Piccolo, do it. And then Piccolo's like, yo, you know you're gonna die, huh? But Goku said, this is the only way. And when Raditz die, this is why I love Piccolo. When Raditz die, I fucking love Piccolo. I really do love Piccolo. I'm getting emotional. Raditz when he dies says, you're stupid. There's two Saiyans that are gonna come there much stronger than me. So Piccolo's like, holy shit. And fine, Piccolo didn't care about Goku. But everybody else is mourning Goku, and everybody else is, oh my god, two Saiyans are gonna come. What are we gonna do when you're dying? And then Piccolo does the only thing that's worth it. You see that Gohan is kind of strong. So it kidnapped Gohan. Doesn't matter if the Z fighters are gonna come to get Gohan. And say, I'm gonna train him. This is the only choice we have. And then we have a total change in Piccolo. At first, Piccolo is an asshole with Gohan. At first, he's a complete asshole. Then he started to care for Gohan. And the reason why he started to care for Gohan is because he started training Gohan, and Gohan is this crybaby, and Gohan is like, oh, I'm so sad, I want my father, I want my mom. And then Piccolo's like, no, you're gonna lose them both if you don't train. And then slowly but surely, Gohan become more and more like a badass. And the best thing about him is Piccolo's such an asshole. Gohan is grabbing a mountain. And then he asks Gohan, why are you grabbing this mountain? And Gohan says, oh, the dinosaur, because the dinosaur and Dragon Ball cannot get me there. Then you realize that to avoid training, Gohan is willing to grab a whole mountain. So Piccolo step on him and Gohan falls. Then on the first night, Gohan is unable to feed himself. Because the mentality of Piccolo to train Gohan is not even training Gohan in himself. The mentality of Gohan, of Piccolo to train Gohan is like, yo, this world is unforgivable. If this world won't kill you, if this world doesn't kill you, you have a chance to get a Saiyan. And it's like, I'm not gonna train you. You just have to survive. And then on the first night, it's that Gohan doesn't have the um, what it takes. So he gives him an apple, which is the first kindness that Piccolo does. It's like, yo, I shouldn't have done that. I made him weak. So you see, there's a good side to Piccolo, and that's the greatness of Akira Toriyama. The favorite characters of people is Vegeta, and people like Vegeta because he's an asshole that turned into a good guy. But Piccolo is the blueprint. Piccolo is the foundation of the good guy that becomes Vegeta. Piccolo does the exact same thing. So Piccolo comes in and he's like, okay, well, on the second day, I think it's the second day, was maybe the third day. The moon is a full moon, and we remember that Gohan is a Saiyan, so Gohan transformed into a ape. Now Piccolo, I don't know if he thought he couldn't kill the ape, but instead of killing Gohan, he destroyed the moon. By destroying the moon, he is able to transfer back Gohan there. And Gohan asked him, because now they're talking, he's like, why are you helping me? Say, you're my only chance to beat this guy. And Piccolo's honest here. And then Gohan tells him, my father thinks you're a good guy. Everybody hates you. My father doesn't mind you. So for the first time, you see that Piccolo kind of respects Goku. Doesn't like Goku, but kind of respect him because Goku did sacrifice himself. And if we're being completely honest, Piccolo would have not sacrificed himself for the Earth. So he kind of respect Gohan, and then he starts really training him. And really training him isn't great. So he trained physically Gohan, and the only technique that he kind of teach Gohan is Mazenko. And the greatest thing about Gohan, Kid Gohan, Teen Gohan, and Adult Gohan, I'm talking about the Dragon Ball, the original series, is instead of using Kamehameha, he's going to be using Mazenko. And Mazenko is a very proper Namekian technique. So at the end, he brings Gohan, and then Piccolo has so much faith in himself, and then Gohan. And the truth is, Piccolo's an asshole. He doesn't care about the other Saiyan. He doesn't care about the other Z fighter. And to be fair, the only one that was kind of strong enough to beat the Saiyan, or at least do some damage to the Saiyan, was Krillin. Krillin was the only one that was worth, like, not saving but fighting. Yamcha didn't do shit. He got killed by a Saiyaman. Xiaosu self-destruct into Nappa, and Yamcha don't even. And Tien. Oh yeah, Tien does a move called the Tri-Beam Cannon, which is basically sacrificing his life force to kill somebody. It doesn't work. Krillin, however, does destruct with this, and Krillin's a badass. I love Krillin. Krillin I also love. Maybe not enough for my top 5, but if I had to choose one human, my favorite human is definitely Krillin. Without a doubt. Without a doubt, Krillin. Yeah, without a doubt. I don't care about Mr. Roshi, Master Roshi, and Super. I care about Krillin. And so Gohan, he start fighting, and then Vegeta's like, I think it's Nappa versus Gohan, and then Nappa fights Gohan, fight Piccolo. And weirdly enough, with the combined strength of Piccolo and Gohan, there's a lot of possibilities to beat Nappa. Talking about Vegeta, not Vegeta, Nappa. So he comes in to attack Nappa. Then Vegeta's like, yo. And that is the best moment of Piccolo, the best fucking moment of Piccolo. Vegeta's like, yeah, the kid isn't that strong. The kid is strong because he knows how to fight. So you realize that the biggest strength of Gohan and Piccolo is they're working well together. They're both strong, but because they have good teammates, they're good teammates. They're doing. And the craziest thing is Vegeta and Nappa were working together for so long, and you realize that Vegeta never saw Nappa as his equal. They never really trained with him. Look at the beautiful sunset. It's not the best, but still. So, long story short, Vegeta attacks Gohan, and there's this best scene, and even a best scene because they reanimated it. So you see Piccolo, and you see Piccolo go and run and run and run and run. And Piccolo put himself in front of the scales, and he's like, I feel like myself, and Gohan's like, Mr. Piccolo, because he always calls him Mr. as a sign of respect, right? Why did you sacrifice yourself for me? And Piccolo said to Gohan, those moments I spent with you were the best moments that I had. Thank you for being my friend. You realize that Piccolo really cared about Gohan. That's why I love Piccolo. And the Namekian Saga, I do not like Piccolo in the Namekian Saga, because I personally don't think it's not precise. It's not mentioned. It's not specified how much Piccolo knows about the Namekian culture. But he's on Namek, and he doesn't learn about shit. He goes to see the Nails, which is one of the strongest Namekian there. He feud with him, and it sucks. It sucks because he didn't do a really good job, you know. And then Piccolo, the worst thing about Piccolo is because Piccolo died, Kami died, the Dragon Ball died. So for forever, Piccolo was this person we needed. And then, lastly, the last moment that I love about Piccolo is when they're fighting Cell Saga, Bulma prepares a Saiyan armor for Goku. And Goku knows that Cell and him are pretty equal. I need all the help I can get. He takes his Saiyan armor. And then he said, "You want Gohan?" And Gohan. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Gohan. It says, "No, I prefer Piccolo's armor." It's the respect of Piccolo. When Pan was born, the godfather was Piccolo. The problem with Gohan is Goku was never a father to him. Goku might have been a father more to. He has been this almost absent father, never there. And when he's there, he wants to train with Gohan. There's a lot of scene with Gohan and Goku, but Goku wasn't a great father to Gohan, and Piccolo wasn't the father that Gohan wanted, but he was an uncle. And yeah, that's what I love. And then one of my favorite thing is they made a movie, right, which is Eternal Cell, and the two main characters are not even Goku. It's Cell and Gohan, and they never really gave up on that friendship. And yeah, and Akira Toriyama, last drawing before he died was Piccolo. Yeah. Anywho, love you guys. I'll take it easy. See you guys soon. Peace.